Since the dawn of civilization, humankind has known 5 great generations of impulse. 5 ways to turn energy into motion. The strength of muscle and animal. The wind that filled our sails. The steam that moved our machines. The fire that fueled our engines. The electricity that carried us beyond Earth. Each one changed not only how we moved, but how we understood our place in the universe. And now, after more than a century without a new form of propulsion, a new force emerges, the 6th generation of human impulse. A revolution born from science, mathematics, and intuition. A convergence of all that came before. A machine that honors every law of physics, yet bends them toward elegance. It moves in silence, reclaims its own energy, and transforms momentum itself into sustained motion. It is not fire wasted. It is not reaction fuel expelled. It is the regeneration of momentum. This is the ABION, the first quantum momentum engine. The first system where motion becomes energy, and energy is born again as motion through accumulative acceleration of captive mass. Within this closed frame, momentum is not spent. It evolves. Energy is not lost. It returns. More than a machine, it is a new language of movement. Let the 6th revolution begin.
My name is Álvaro F. Bricio, engineer, inventor, and founder of Pensys. Today, I want to introduce you to something that redefines how humanity understands propulsion. This is ABION, the 6th generation of human propulsion. Unlike any previous system, ABION does not push air, and it does not eject mass. It transfers momentum itself, turning pure physics into motion. In the ABION engine, every principle of physics, momentum, conservation, reaction, and regeneration, work together in perfect harmony. The result is a system that generates thrust when it captures energy, not when it wastes it. A machine that recycles its own effort. ABION is not science fiction. It's elegant science made visible. It merges classical mechanics with a vision of the future, transforming momentum into impulse, impulse into energy, and energy into sustained motion. It's silent, it's clean, and it honors every law of physics with precision and beauty. We call it the quantum momentum engine. The future of propulsion has arrived, and it begins here. ABION. Momentum, impulse, motion. Today, this campaign has one clear goal: to build the first working prototype of the ABION, a silent aerial vehicle powered by the world's first closed-frame impulse engine. This isn't just another drone. It's a proof of concept, a demonstration that motion can be generated, sustained, and regenerated without propellers or noise. The ABION prototype will rise quietly, powered by physics, precision, and imagination. With your support, we'll show the world that the 6th revolution has already begun.
The ABION project stands on solid intellectual ground, the result of years of design, experimentation, and protection of original ideas. Its core principles are covered by multiple international patents already granted, and by additional filings now in process across major patent offices in the United States, China, Mexico, and through the World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO. These filings include not only the ABION drive, but also complementary systems, such as rotary combustion engines and kinetic momentum technologies, that together create a unified ecosystem of innovation. Every document, every claim, and every test represents a step forward in redefining motion itself. The ABION is more than an invention. It is a protected vision, internationally recognized and ready to shape the 6th revolution.
ABION is a new way to think about propulsion, not by blowing air or burning fuel, but by doing something simpler and more elegant, transferring momentum inside a closed frame and turning that momentum into sustained motion. Here is the principle. A compact internal mass is accelerated along a guided path. When it reaches the capture zone, an electromagnetic damper arrests its motion with extreme precision. In that instant, the mass hands over its momentum to the structure. That transfer produces a clean impulse in the desired direction. Then the mass is smoothly returned and accelerated again. The cycle repeats, fast, quiet, and under full digital control. We call this the impulse on capture principle. It respects every conservation law. Momentum is conserved in the closed system. Energy is accounted for at each step. During capture, the damper also harvests electrical energy, which is fed back into the cycle. That is why ABION feels efficient. It does useful work while recycling part of what it spends. To keep the vehicle perfectly composed, ABION uses counter-rotating, coplanar discs arranged in orthogonal planes. Their gyroscopic balance cancels internal torques and stabilizes the cabin. Vectoring is achieved by micro-panning each disc's axis, directing impulses with millisecond accuracy, up, down, forward, sideways, or in place for a steady hover. Think of it as a closed concomitant cycle. Accelerate, capture, recover, reset. No net mass leaves the system. When we speak of captive mass, we mean exactly that. The working mass may be released and immediately recaptured inside the device, so the net mass balance is zero while the external impulse remains. The result is a silent, elegant drive for drones and future human vehicles. ABION doesn't push noise into the world, it orchestrates momentum with clarity, efficiency, and purpose. If it weren't simple, we couldn't understand it. If it weren't sophisticated, it wouldn't exist. The ABION prototype is more than an experiment. It's a physical proof that momentum can be generated, transferred, and recycled inside a closed mechanical frame. What you're about to see is not a simulation. It's a mechanical demonstration that shows how angular momentum can be converted into linear thrust through controlled impacts and electromagnetic damping. Every component, the discs, dampers, sensors, and control logic, has been engineered to show that substantial thrust can be generated and sustained without losing mass beyond the system itself, achieving motion not by expulsion, but by the continuous exchange and regeneration of momentum, all in perfect harmony with the laws of physics. This prototype doesn't aim to replace rockets or engines. It complements them by introducing a new class of propulsion, one that works where traditional systems reach their limits, in enclosed environments, in low-gravity conditions, or where efficiency and silence are paramount. The ABION prototype demonstrates that propulsion can exist as a closed-loop process, where energy, mass, and momentum flow in a perfect cycle, a true regenerative drive. Every movement you'll see has a cause, and every cause leaves no waste. The result is an elegant symmetry between motion and recovery, between the energy invested and the energy returned. This is not science fiction. It's the foundation for a new generation of silent, efficient, and self-contained propulsion systems. The ABION prototype stands as a bridge between classical physics and future mobility. A system that proves that elegance, precision, and efficiency can coexist. Every invention starts alone, but no revolution moves forward without a tribe. ABION began as a question. Can motion exist without wasting energy and without leaving a trace? Today, it's more than an answer. It's a platform that redefines how the world moves, from silent drones that lift with no propellers, to vehicles that no longer rely on transmissions, to underwater and orbital crafts that conserve the energy they create. Wherever efficiency is needed, wherever motion must be sustained, ABION belongs there. Because this invention does not fight the laws of physics, it collaborates with them. Every movement, every impulse, every reaction honors momentum, energy, and conservation, the three cornerstones of nature itself. And this is where science becomes community. We call it the tribe of motion, people who believe that elegance and efficiency can coexist within a single movement. This is not a campaign, it's a convergence of physics, of purpose, and of people. Welcome to the ABION tribe. Together, we move the future. What begins as a drone is only the first expression of a much larger idea. The same principles that allow ABION to hover silently in the air can also move vehicles across land, sea, and even through space. Imagine cars that no longer need transmissions, ships that travel without propellers, satellites that reposition without ejecting mass into orbit. Every field of motion is now open to reinvention, and every limitation we once accepted is being quietly rewritten by momentum itself. ABION is not an invention. It's a foundation, a bridge between classical physics and the mobility of the future. From urban transport to planetary exploration, This technology holds the same promise, to move more while consuming less. And when the world sees motion not as a cost, but as a resource, that's when this century truly begins.
The world has always been moved by engines, each one redefining what humanity could reach. But this time, the engine itself has evolved. ABION is not a dream, it's real, it's patented, it's engineered to exist. Now we stand at the threshold of the 6th generation of human impulse, silent, regenerative, and infinitely scalable. If you have ever felt that the future was calling, this is the moment to answer. Become part of the founding circle. Join the ones who build what others only imagine. Remember, I'm not asking you to believe. I'm asking you to move.